In the ancient kingdom of Babylon, Daniel, a faithful servant of God, had risen to a position of great influence due to his exceptional qualities and wisdom. His success stirred jealousy among the other administrators and satraps, who sought to find a way to undermine him. They knew that Daniel was devoted to his God, and they devised a cunning plan to trap him. These officials approached King Darius and flattered him, suggesting that he issue a decree forbidding anyone from praying to any god or human except the king for 30 days. Anyone who disobeyed would be thrown into the lion's den. The king, pleased with the idea of being worshipped, signed the decree, unaware of the trap set for Daniel. When Daniel learned of the decree, he did not waver in his faith. He continued to pray to God 3 times a day, just as he had always done. He opened his windows toward Jerusalem and prayed, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to God, despite the threat of punishment. Daniel's actions exemplified the courage to stand firm in one's beliefs, even when faced with dire consequences. The jealous officials quickly discovered Daniel's defiance and reported him to the king. They reminded Darius of the law he had signed, emphasizing that Daniel, one of the exiles from Judah, had disregarded the king's command. The king was deeply distressed upon hearing this, for he valued Daniel and did not want to see him harmed. However, the law could not be revoked, and the king was bound by his own decree. Reluctantly, King Darius ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. Before Daniel was cast into the den, the king expressed his hope that Daniel's God would rescue him. This moment highlights the king's recognition of Daniel's faith and the power of the God he served. Daniel was then thrown into the den, and a stone was placed over the entrance, sealing him inside. That night the king could not sleep. He fasted and spent the night in anguish, worrying about Daniel's fate. At dawn he hurried to the lion's den and called out to Daniel, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" To the king's astonishment, Daniel replied, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight." Daniel's miraculous survival serves as a powerful testament to God's protection over those who trust him. The lions, hungry and fierce, had been rendered harmless by divine intervention. The king was overjoyed and ordered Daniel to be lifted out of the den. Not a scratch was found on him, for he had trusted in his God. In a dramatic turn of events, King Darius commanded that the men who had falsely accused Daniel be thrown into the lion's den along with their families. Before they even reached the ground, the lions overpowered them, illustrating the severity of their treachery. This act served as a reminder of the consequences of plotting against the faithful. Following this, King Darius issued a decree throughout his kingdom, declaring that everyone should tremble in fear before the God of Daniel. He acknowledged God's sovereignty, proclaiming that God is the living God who endures forever, and his kingdom will never be destroyed. This decree not only honored Daniel's God, but also served as a powerful witness to the entire kingdom. The story of Daniel in the lion's den illustrates the importance of unwavering faith and the courage to stand firm in one's beliefs. Daniel's commitment to prayer and his refusal to compromise his faith serve as an inspiring example for believers today. It reminds us that God is always present, ready to protect and deliver those who trust in him. Daniel's experience encourages us to remain steadfast in our faith, knowing that God's power can overcome any challenge we may face.